We all know you went through a very messy divorce with Offset. Were you worried about dating again?
I mean, everybody kept telling me, like, I should have fun. And we had a little bit of too much fun, and now I'm here. One thing about, like, dating, when you date, you feel like you're, like, 16 again.
Well, you want to feel like you're 16.
You do, but then it's like, you also remember what you dealt with when you were 16. So it's like restarting again. Like, one time he just told me, like, let me heal you. Give me a chance for me to heal you. And it's like, okay.
I ain't gonna leave him out. I'm just real like this, because, niggas be throwing rocks and hiding their hand, right? They be throwing rocks and hiding their hand. And I don't like them kind of individuals, and the truth of the matter is, one can dance and different things in front of these different cameras and all that kind of shit. And when reality, the truth of the matter is, nigga, you wasn't really right there with Takeoff when he was alive. You know what I mean? So for you to be...
And him walking away from the dice game when it was Offset dice, he was hitting 20,000. I warned Blueface, don't go with them dudes on no dice game. He's professional with this shit. Offset was like 25,000 in the Doug's pockets. 45 minutes later, Doug is 25,000 in Offset's pockets. Now it's Offset's dice. Say 1,000 a shot, 5,000. Doug said run it. Offset hits. Doug picks his money up and walks away. And Offset is in disbelief. Now QC Studios, that gate don't open on motion. It got open from inside the building. Offset walks right up and Doug's walking away from him, grabs his left pocket. Some money bulging out of it. He didn't take the money out of his pocket. When he turned around, Offset fired.
In the face.
And from there was a domino of other things that happened, but...
Right, because at one point, Whack 100 ran a whole story about this. And that's my man, but sometimes he exaggerates.
He said, I got my pockets ran.
Right.
And I told Offset, why you ain't keep it real? This was like, man, what y'all want me to say? You don't understand. I'm like, why dare you tell what happened? Like, you ain't take nothing from me, But, it is what it is, Back 100, just flat out loud.
Right. You said they tried me, but my mom could die. If I'm lying, nobody took a dime from me. You said Whack 100 is lame for turning them
I
out.
got paid, actually.
Yeah. They paid us to get off their ass. Right.
I could literally do a song, right? I would literally do a song. No, this song did that. I would take like a week or 2 weeks to just finish the song because I hate my accent so much now. Now that I hear it.
Everybody is trying to figure out the same thing right now. Is Offset really trying to slide back into Cardi B's life? Or is the internet just doing what it always does? Turning one random rumor into a full-blown headline overnight? Because this week, one story had people talking like crazy, and it all started with something that sounds completely ridiculous. Offset allegedly buying Cardi B 10,000 balloons for Valentine's Day. Yeah, 10,000. And the second that rumor hit social media, the blogs went into overdrive. Fans started speculating. Comment sections turned into war zones. And suddenly, everyone was asking, is Offset trying to get back in Cardi B's good graces? Now that her recent relationship is allegedly over, but once you actually look deeper, the story gets way messier. And what happens next only makes everything feel even more suspicious, because those balloons might not even be the real story at all. So, let's talk about it. The alleged video started circulating online, showing what looked like a balloon delivery, tons of pink and red balloons being dropped off. And almost instantly, people started claiming Offset was behind it. A grand romantic gesture, a Valentine's surprise, a public apology wrapped in helium. But here's the thing. The internet doesn't just accept stories anymore, it investigates. And the first thing people noticed was simple. That is not 10,000 balloons. Be serious. That might be 200, maybe 250, maybe 500, maybe 1,000. But 10,000? That would look like an entire stadium floating away. So already, fans were side-eyeing the whole situation. But then people pointed out something else. Offset wasn't even in the video. Nobody actually saw him. No proof. just a clip of balloons and a rumor attached to it, which raised the bigger question, was this even real? Or was somebody trying to start drama on purpose? Because with Cardi B and Offset, it's never just a cute little Valentine moment. There's always something deeper underneath. And that's where things start getting tense. Because while people were joking about balloons, others were bringing up something much more serious. Rumors have been floating around that Cardi B may have some kind of restraining order situation involving Offset. Now, nothing has been fully confirmed publicly, but if you've been keeping up, you know Cardi B has spoken out before. Months ago, she hopped on Spaces and went on an emotional rant. And it wasn't just her being petty. She was angry. She sounded exhausted, and she allegedly claimed Offset had been harassing her. Not only her, but the man she was seeing at the time, too. And even worse, she suggested she was genuinely scared. Like, not internet scared, real life scared. She even said she feared for her safety. That's not normal celebrity mess, that's serious. So when people see rumors about Offset sending huge Valentine gestures, some fans aren't thinking, oh, they're thinking, why is he still popping up in her life at all? And if Cardi B really wants space, then why does it feel like Offset keeps finding ways to stay in the conversation? But Offset hasn't exactly been moving quietly either. And the timing of all this, that's what has everyone talking. Because Cardi B's recent breakup is adding fuel to the fire. Now, let's get into that part. For a minute, Cardi B was rumored to be involved with NFL star Stefon Diggs, and social media was eating it up. New era, new man. Offset officially in the past. But then, things allegedly fell apart. And the reason the blog started buzzing? Because Stefon Diggs was spotted at the Super Bowl, with his other baby mama involved in the picture. And once that hit the timeline, people immediately assumed, yeah, Cardi B's done. So now fans are asking, did Offset see the breakup coming and decide to shoot his shot? Is that why these balloon rumors popped up now? Because Offset has been acting strange. And some people think he's been playing mind games ever since Cardi B started moving on. One of the biggest examples? That Super Bowl bet. Offset allegedly placed a bet and won around $1 million. And of course, the internet took that and ran with it. People were like, oh, he's flexing. He's trying to remind Cardi B what she lost. He's doing the most. And whether that's true or not, the perception is what matters. Offset has been looking petty in the public eye. And then, just when the balloon rumors started spreading, his new girlfriend entered the chat. And that's when things got even messier, because Offset is no single. He's been popping out with another woman since him and Cardi B separated. She's been seen with him publicly, photos, events, trips, the whole thing. So when people started whispering that Offset might be doing romantic gestures for Cardi B, fans immediately wondered, how is the girlfriend feeling right now? And the answer? She didn't stay quiet. Not at all. She ended up posting her own Valentine's gifts that Offset bought her. And it felt intentional. Like she was trying to send a message. Almost like, y'all are not about to play with me. Some people saw it as her debunking the balloon rumor. Like, no, he didn't send those to Cardi B, he sent gifts to me. Others thought she might have been a little jealous. Because imagine seeing the internet claim your man is sending his ex-wife 10,000 balloons. That would make anybody feel some type of way. So now the blogs are running with a new narrative. Offset is stuck between two worlds, his past with Cardi B and his present relationship. And the internet loves nothing more than a messy love triangle. But here's the thing, do we even know if Offset bought those balloons at all? There's still no real proof. Or just speculation, just rumors, just people online filling in the blanks. And before anyone could even figure out what was true, the internet got hit with a completely different kind of chaos. Because while Cardi B and Offset were trending, Vlad TV decided to light a match and throw it directly into gasoline. So let's talk about what happened with Vlad, because this was one of the wildest Twitter moments in a long time. Out of nowhere, Vlad tweets a so-called confession, and what he wrote had people staring at their phones like, wait, what? He basically claimed Roc Nation had been paying him to support Megan Thee Stallion. Then he said they paid off jury members to convict Tory Lanez. bribed the judge, paid Megan's doctor, had police on payroll, even blamed them for some alleged prison situation involving Tory. He just kept going. In each line crazier than the last, and you could literally see the conspiracy crowd foaming at the mouth because people love a storyline where everything is connected, and JayZ has already been under a microscope lately, so the timing, insane. Then Vlad made it even worse. By responding to someone saying, "It's deeper than that. JayZ is Epstein." That's when the internet exploded. People were like, "Vlad, are you okay? Do you need security? Are you trying to get yourself in trouble?" Because the way he was tweeting, it didn't feel like normal trolling. It felt like he was trying to start something huge. And of course, social media did what it always does. People started taking it seriously. Screenshots spread everywhere. Blogs posted it. Comment sections went crazy. Some people actually believed him. And others were like, "This is obviously fake, but either way, the damage was done." The internet was already running with it. And then, just when it felt like this could spiral out of control, Vlad suddenly switched up. The next day, Vlad came out and said, "Relax. It was sarcasm. He was trolling. None of it was real." And he sounded almost surprised people took him seriously. He even said something like, "People just don't understand sarcasm anymore." But here's what made people uncomfortable. Why tweet that now? Why choose this moment? Because JayZ has been one of the most watched names online lately. People have been waiting for something to slip, waiting for a scandal, waiting for a headline. So Vlad randomly dropping conspiracy tweets? Unprovoked. Weird timing. And honestly, kind of reckless. He later hopped on a call while streaming and laughed it off, saying it was obvious trolling, joking about JayZ doing verses for judges' grandsons, just ridiculous stuff. But even during the joking, the conversation shifted into something darker because Vlad started talking about how people online believe Tory Lanez is innocent, how the case is still debated, how narratives get twisted. And that's when the real truth hit. The internet isn't about facts anymore. It's about what people want to believe. And once a rumor catches fire, it almost doesn't matter if it's real, because the engagement is already there. The chaos is already trending. And Vlad knew exactly what he was doing. He pressed the button and watched the timeline explode. But the scariest part? People were ready to believe it immediately. No questions, no proof. Just vibes. And that brings us back to the beginning, because isn't that the same thing happening with Offset and Cardi? Think about it. One balloon video, no clear evidence, no confirmation, and yet the internet instantly decided Offset is trying to get Cardi back. A whole storyline was built in hours. Then Vlad tweets something outrageous, and people instantly decide JayZ is behind everything. It's like social media has become a giant rumor machine, and celebrities are just characters in the story. Cardi and Offset's relationship? Real life, real emotions, real tension. But the internet turns it into entertainment. Vlad's trolling? Sarcasm. But it spreads like wildfire because people are hungry for scandal. And that's the world we're living in now, where truth moves slow, but rumors move at lightning speed. And so the real question isn't just, did Offset buy Cardi balloons, or was Vlad serious? The bigger question is, why are people so ready to believe anything? As long as it sounds shocking enough, because at this point, the internet isn't just watching stories unfold, it's creating them in real time. And once the algorithm decides something is interesting, facts become optional. But let me know what you think. Do you believe Offset is really trying to get his family back? Or is this just another fake viral rumor? And what about Vlad? Was it harmless trolling or irresponsible timing? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more stories like this, make sure you hit subscribe, because the next one is even crazier.